In May 2012, third grade students from Manor Heights Elementary in Casper, Wyoming visited Fort Caspar. The fort is a 1930s replica of the fort built here in the 1860s to guard one of the North Platte River crossings of the Mormon Trail. Lieutenant Casper Collins was killed nearby in a fight with Indians in 1865, and the fort was named for him.
How were they getting the mail otherwise before the Pony Express? How did they get the mail? Have you guys heard about that? Yes. Did you want to make a guess? Nope, they didn't walk. They actually put it on ships. Now you notice that the soldiers, I told you they had to come to protect the lions, correct? Right? And if you guys noticed when you looked in here, you saw two different types of uniforms. Right? Did you notice the different colors?
Yeah.
And the different types of hats?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the cavalry. The blue was the artillery. There was a difference. Yeah, the ones that had the cross sabers were the cavalry, and the one that had the pistol was the artillery.
Good. And what's something that you learned today?
That the cavalry was in yellow uniforms.
Why did Casper Collins' horse went crazy? Why did he go crazy? Because that's what killed him.
How many years was the military here?
All right, now this was called Platte Bridge Station, right? And I told you it became Fort Caspar, correct? Mm-hmm. They renamed it after that battle where Casper Collins was killed. I want you to notice that flagpole. It's pretty tall, isn't it? Why did it have to be so tall? So you could see it from a long ways away. Yeah.
Why did the Indians burn buffalo poop?
When was Fort Caspar built?
What's something that you learned today?
That this was rebuilt. Fort Caspar was rebuilt in 1930.
Good. And what's something that you learned today?
Fort Caspar was named after Casper Collins.
That's true.
And they almost named it Fort Collins, but they couldn't because there already was a Fort Collins named after Casper Collins' father. All right, so that's how they came to Fort Caspar, and when they sent in the information to change the name, somebody in Washington spelled it wrong. Okay, boys and girls, listen to me. Okay, as you look in these next quarters, you're going to notice they're quite a lot nicer. They would have only had one guy in them, as opposed to 20 or 30 over there. All right? How many fireplaces for 20 or 30 over there? One. How many fireplaces for one guy over here? One. Right. Alright, so this is the settler store. And basically this is where you bought things that you couldn't get from the commissary, from what the Army provided. Like the Army didn't provide beer or things like that, or tobaccos. So you would get that kind of stuff over here. This was actually kind of a hangout.
What's something that you learned today?
That the ferry took wagons across water.
Good. And what's your favorite part about Fort Caspar?
The cabins.
Where they used to find copper, gold.
Okay, and what was your favorite part about the trip today?
Everything. It it was all awesome.
That the Pony Express was a trail that went through Casper.